right. How's it going? How you doing today's guys and gals? What is good? Johnny with WhiskeyTango. Appreciate you hitting that play button. Let's go. All right, turn it up. You know I love it. Thank you for being here. We are going to get into this. Just got to do some quick double checks that we're good. All right, turn it up. Sounds like we are. Let's go. Yes, you know I love that. All right, quickly, I want to thank you, supporters of the channel, every single one of you, beautiful, awesome, intelligent people. Much love for the support on the channel. Let's go. Yeah, I love it. You guys are awesome. All right, we're going to continue. Let's continue and finish this. Finish our little worlds. Oh, right, I'm on. I'm on game, not scene. Yeah. All right. I still have not figured a name for this area yet, guys. If you guys and gals have any name ideas, positive ones, not negative ones, just throwing that out there. For this world, what we should call it, we could call it Daisyland. What do you guys think of that? Daisyland. There's Daisy. Daisy, what's up? What you doing, Daisy? Are you just hanging out in the pasture? What you doing? Is it nice down here? Is it fresh? Nice and fresh? You like it? Daisy loves it down there. She's not doing much though. Not doing much. Alright, drop it in comments, guys and gals, if you have any world name ideas. If you want to see me do more to this world, I mean, I'm planning on keeping it. I mean, I kind of like the second revision of this world, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll keep doing videos on it. It's up to you. If you guys, it depends on interest. I'll add more trees and kind of do different things. For the most part, we've been kind of working on our little game here. Again, guys and gals, if you want to learn C++ or C# coding, I have a C++ series on my channel, 40 plus videos. Again, each video is like 2.5, 3 hours long, but don't worry, don't fret, don't worry. It's not all entirely 3 hours of content. So yeah, there's breaks and stuff going on. I don't know, I had a thing I was doing then, I don't know, whatever. Great thing about YouTube, you can hit forward, skip, right? C++, again, if you guys learn C++ here on the channel, that's awesome, and I wish you all the best of luck in your endeavors of learning coding. If you get the C++ down, C# going to be easy peasy, lemon squeezy to learn. Trust on that. So, but not saying, C++ isn't challenging on its own. I mean, C++ is still, C#, my bad. C# still awesome too. I love it. But the concepts and everything, it's all the same. Just the syntax and what else not, slightly different. It's all you need to get used to. So yeah, check it out. If you just want to go straight to C# coding, I guess I could recommend some channels to you. There's many out there to learn from. It's just a matter of finding, the right one, I guess. So yeah. And yeah, if you have names for this world, drop it in comments. And any questions? Yeah, you could do the same. Otherwise, you could just drop smileys, happy faces, whatever. And don't be that guy that says, "Who are you talking to?" and gets 24-hour timeout in the corner. This is what I got. This is what I did. He got the pew pews. That's what he got. He got the pew pews. Oh yeah. All right. So where are we? Where are we? Oh, we guess we could run it quick. We'll do that quickly. Make sure we're good. All right. We should be getting random animals being spawned in random different locations. Again, if I stay on this corner, should be safe here. Boom shakalaka. I don't know. Yeah. It's awesome. Looking good. Now the only thing different here is we're trying to feed the animals, the nature animals, but they're not eating, okay? Bob, he's spamming spoiled pizza, guys. Spamming spoiled pizza, you know. Those nature animals, they don't like spoiled pizza too much, so... I mean, I should have set it up with apples, but we're fine, we're fine. We got other things to do. We'll do apples, I guess, another day. Let's see. Okay. Carry on here. What are we going to do now? We are going to basically add colliders and trigger components. That's what we're going to do. Okay, so we got to go to our prefabs folder here. We'll begin with the dough. Okay, we're going to begin with the dough and we're going to add a component. Okay, so I'm in the prefabs. Again, prefabs are for instantiating. Okay, and in our world itself, we do have an object pizza in our world and animal objects as well in our world. Okay. So take note that prefabs are for instantiating or repeating, making copies of. And yeah, so what we need to do is we need to, we're going to pick one of these prefabs. And I think it only works here because we're going to do something which is kind of awesome and I like it. So we're going to add, so I know exactly what I need. We need what's called a collider, okay? So we could type just collider, but there's different shapes of colliders, guys. Okay? I mean, if you look at an animal, what shape is an animal kind of? Kind of like a rectangle. I guess you could use a circular shape or a capsule type shape. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. Capsule collider would probably work. We could try different things, see what's happening, see what's up. Now recall, we are in a 3D world, right guys? So just because you don't see 3D here doesn't mean that there isn't something for 3D. Okay, so what's not labeled 2D is 3D. Okay, so we're gonna go with box collider. It's probably gonna be the easiest. Again, pick box collider. That is the 3D one. All right, there we go. So now I'm gonna double click our animal here. Not like that, but like this. There we go, boom, yeah. So doing that here in prefabs, I don't think you could do it from here in the hierarchy. Okay, you can actually, so that's the box collider that we just attached to the animal. Okay, we can actually adjust this, which is awesome. I like this. Okay, if you look, we're kind of below the level of the earth here and everything. So box collider is a little bit too big for our object. Again, these are prefab objects, so okay, make sure we have is trigger checked. And let's edit. Okay, I'm in edit mode. As soon as you hit edit mode, you get these little squares. Okay, they're for sizing. Okay, sizing and adjusting. Whoops. Alright, just need to see that little dot. It's kind of a little bit tricky. Okay, probably too much. It's a bit of a guessing game, guys. Okay. I mean, that's not too bad, I guess. Alright, so we're gonna do this. Is gonna take a minute, so hopefully I do this kind of quick. It's hard to tell, right? It's a little bit difficult. So I think that's gonna be good enough. I don't know, we're at the tail, close enough. Let's do the sides here quickly. That doesn't look too bad. I'm just kind of lining up the lines, and if it looks like we're kind of, I mean, we're kind of on the side, probably close enough. Again, it's all gonna look good from an airplane, guys. Just take that into thought. So, and then now the bottom, bring that up. I mean, we're shooting, we don't really need to be that, like, to be honest, we don't even need the whole area being covered, but we're just gonna do that because realistically we could just go like this, right? That would work because it's based on, this is for the, like, Bob's gonna be throwing pizza and trying to feed nature's animals, right? So realistically, that's all we need it for a collider is that. So I don't know, it just depends on what you want. Okay, I mean, I guess if you set it up now, you can make use of it for another game style idea that you have, and it's already set up and done for you, right? And then I'm putting it there because as soon as the pizza object gets in this area, this is where the trigger is going to happen. Okay, so it's almost like the animal's eating it, almost. All right, I think that's going to be good. Okay, but there you have it. That's kind of the idea. All right, so once we're done, okay, it should be saved. Make sure it is triggers checked and just click this arrow back here. There we go, boom. So now if I go like this, and so we just did the dough. So if I check the dough, we have an override to do, and we're gonna have to do that for each one. Okay, no overrides, it already updated. That's awesome. Okay, so, and again, if I double click this, I'm not going to be able to access it. See, there we go. Instant. Okay, so it's updated. Seeing that object on it tells me that we're good. Hang on, I needed some coffee here, guys. Let me make some noise. Ah, feel an itch in my throat. Okay, let's carry on. Let's do the horse now. Same thing, add a component, box collider. All right, click is trigger and edit collider. Look at the difference. That's hilarious. Okay, so we're gonna have to expand on this one. All right, no biggie. Side ones. Yeah. Yeah. We're getting there. Little bit, little bit. Close enough. Close enough. Close enough. And this should be actually level. Shouldn't have to do anything here, but we'll just go up a little bit. It's all good. I think that's going to be good. I'm trying to make it quick. How's the side? Guess we could do the sides a little bit. Again, you could enter these values too here, but doesn't really matter. Same kind of concept, guys. It all looks good from an airplane. I could be real particular. I could type 11 right there. 33. You know, if I wanted some even numbers. It all kind of looks the same. Center. Could position it better, but you know, that's good enough. Okay, what we need is the pizza is going to be at a certain elevation. I forget what it is. And we just got to make sure, you know, it just needs to hit somewhere in this area. Okay, it doesn't need to be perfect. All right, there we go. Done. Okay, so let's check our horse here. Check our override. No overrides. Okay. If we select the horse, we should be good. All right, nice. Automatic. I like it. Automatic. Automatic. All right, let's do the last one, the moose. Guess it just depends on the prefab, you know, whoever made it. We're just gonna get it close. Again, we're not trying to design houses here, guys. All right. Good enough. Should be good enough. Moose is kind of fast. Just got to be over the mouth area, you know, somewhat. Okay, I think we're good. What's our width like? Is that our width? Yeah. Could just kind of see the dot for the width, just a little bit. Values are quite a bit different here. All right, good enough. This animal has been scaled. You can see it's 11 times scaled. Quite interesting. I guess it just depends on, you know, I don't know, with pixel art and stuff, like you gotta have a certain scale, certain pixel size. So when somebody's creating an object like this, like they had to scale it up 11 times so that it could be kind of human size. All right, that's it for that. Okay, gonna try to make quick work of it, and then let's check our moose, make sure we got no overrides. Just double check, right guys? There we go. All right. Not the most exciting stuff to do, but you know. And if I select all of them, we should see that they all have colliders. All right, so that, and we did our prefab, so we're 100% certain that we're done that. So now, whoops, what am I doing? Let's do our pizza. Okay, same thing. Box collider, done. Nicely, don't even have to do anything. That's good enough. Is trigger is on. Now, with this piece being the last one, okay, we only really need one object for this. We need a way to, the colliders are something for detecting. We need a trigger zone, right? And that's kind of what a collider is. Colliders are, like, here's an example. Let's say you're making like a teleporter or something, okay? A teleporter is a static object, right? A teleporter is like a booth you would walk into. It's not an object that moves around, it's static. Those are what you want as trigger zones. So you would put a box collider on for a trigger zone. But for objects that are moving or dynamic, you want a collider, but you also need a rigid body. Okay, so that's the last thing we need. Okay, so attach a rigid body to our pizza, and then we only need one object to do that. Okay, we don't need to do it for all the other animals. We'll just pretend the animals are static even though they're not. And again, this is the projectile, so it makes the most logical sense to put the rigid body on the projectile. Okay, and then the last thing we want to make sure is that use gravity is unchecked, because rigid bodies are basically for the physics of the game. Okay, so as soon as you attach a rigid body, it becomes like an object with mass and weight, and it can have physics applied upon it. All right. If we had used gravity on, then it would just fall down. Okay, I could show you that, I guess, but that's that. We're done. So our pizza here might need an override. No, it doesn't. So if I go to our pizza, there we go. We have a collider on it. And our rigid body's on it as well. Okay, so let's do maybe a quick test. Have a look. Give it a run. Make sure, you know, everything looks fine. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Animals are despawning. Looks good. Okay, that's it. That's really the only other thing you really need to do. Now, guys, the reason that we're doing this is, well, for the whole time I've been saying, there have been no animals harmed or in the creation and or make of this video, blah blah blah. You know, it's all for jokes and stuff, right? But to be honest, I could actually do it in such a way that only the pizza object gets deleted upon collision or entering a trigger zone. Essentially, that's what the colliders are. They're like a trigger zone. Something enters that trigger zone, and an effect happens, essentially. But without a rigid body, nothing will happen, right? You could get two collision bodies to be in the same space, but nothing's going to get triggered. That's why you need a rigid body. Okay? Make sense? I hope so. Alright, so the main idea is it's kind of like, you know, a shooting game, right? Let's say asteroids, for example. We'll go back to old school. If you're shooting an asteroid, you want the asteroid to delete when you shoot it, right? Or change in size or shape, right? You want some sort of effect to happen. And essentially that's what we're doing here. Okay, but in this case, we're not going to delete any of the animals because we're not going to, you know, it's not cool to harm nature's animals, right? You know, it's not cool, right? Not intentionally anyways, right? So we're just going to, as soon as the pizza hits the trigger zone, we're just going to delete the pizza, all right? So this is how we're going to do it. I'm trying to, you know, trying to speed this up, guys, and make it kind of quick and sweet because we're almost done with this. All right, I want to get onto some other things, some newer stuff, you know. Okay, we need a script. The script is going to be called detect collisions. Okay. Boom. Boom. One shot. Let's go. What did I just do, Batman? Okay, it's not there. It's kind of wild. I hit enter and boom. Brought up that. I need the actual... Didn't even bring this up. Okay, this is going to be an easy script. Super easy. As a matter of fact, you don't even need these. We could just delete them, right? It's going to be fine if you delete them, guys. Same thing with the update. Okay? Boom. Just make sure you don't delete your last two curly brackets. Okay? So, again, I've been kind of over it already. We just created this class. This is our own class we created. It's been instantly attached to inheritance with Unity Engine's mono behavior class. Okay, that way we have access to other methods and such. And it's there because, well, without it, if I delete this, our void and start update method might actually... Did it actually derp? No, I don't see anything derping. Seems to be still recognizing it. I don't know. I'm not even going to run it to find out. So we're not going to worry about that. Okay. Don't feel like trying to fix anything right now. All right, so we've already been through the destroy, right, guys? Okay. This one here is for out of bounds. As soon as an object gets passed out of bounds, right, a certain X or Y value or X or Z value or whatever, it depends on direction, they would get cleared out of memory or destroyed, essentially the object's getting cleared, right? And so what it's doing is freeing up memory. Okay, guys? Now we're going to do the same thing for essentially we're not really detecting collisions, but we're going to get an object that has a rigid body which passes through a trigger zone, or a collision body, if you will. What else can we call them? Collider body, I guess. Right? There's just different sizes of collider bodies, right? Depends on the shape of your object. You can have a circle, you can have a capsule, you can have a custom one, a mesh, a sphere, right? Just depends on the shape of your object, right? That's all it is. But you just got to remember, if you're doing a 2D world, you got to use a 2D collider. Okay? We're in 3 dimensions here, so just pick the one that doesn't say 3D. That's all it is. Okay? That is the 3D one there. Okay? Just because it doesn't say 3D doesn't mean it's not 3D. Okay? Awesome. All right, back to our code, and we're going to destroy. Okay, so we need to attach this to, we didn't even need to do it, but we do need to attach the script, which, you know, still needs to be done. On destroy. Oh yeah, I know what I need to do. Okay, we need a method here. Okay, private void on trigger. Okay, on trigger. Okay, just a regular on trigger, not a 2D. Okay, guys, hit enter. It gives us here the collider class, and it gives us an object. Okay, this is an object. It's a parameter. They call it a parameter. But again, like I've been saying, all objects have access. You know, that's why objects are created. So you have access to getters, access to, other getters here, it looks like, methods, right? That's the reason why objects are created. Okay, this is called an object too, even though it looks like a variable. Okay, so now we type destroy. Now it's bringing up other .game option. Okay, so but we're gonna do the other one. Okay. Okay, whoops. There. Okay, I'm just gonna comment this one out. So that's it. That's all it is for the code. That easy. Pretty clean, huh? Really not much going on to it. So the only other thing we got to do is attach it to something, right? So we got to take our code. So we're just going to attach it to our pizza here. It should work if I attach it to the one here in the hierarchy. Okay, so because that's kind of the tricky part. You can't really attach it from here to here, right? You have to attach it to something else. How do I say that? We're inside this project area. I can't drag. As you can see, I can only click inside one folder, right? So I could select this, which would bring it up in the inspector, and then I could just drag it here, or I could drag it right here. It doesn't matter. It all works the same. So, but we're just going to do the pizza slice. Okay, so whatever you attach this script to, okay, is now becomes the game object. Okay, now what do I mean by that? I'm just going to move it up. And once more. Okay, because I'm keeping all the script together. That's why I did that. This pizza has, like, I could actually merge these two scripts into one. but this is all for funsies, so it's not really that critical. But I could take the code between these two scripts and just make one script out of it. Okay, well, I guess I could make one script out of all of it, technically speaking. But we're only going to delete the food pizza once it gets into a trigger zone. Okay, we're not going to harm any animals. And I'll show you what's up. Okay, so, but the other thing I have to make sure is that our prefab here is updated as well. Okay, right? Because we attached it to the actual object in our world. We didn't attach it to our prefab. So we have to double check. How you double check? Well, I got this selected. I'm in the inspector. Just check our overrides. There we go. Boom. Okay, there's no override that needs to be applied. So just hit apply all. Boom. So if I go here, it should have the script now. Let's go! All right, cool. Okay, so yeah, that's that. So now going to the script, this game object, okay, that's inside here. Again, I'll just say it again because I love saying it, I guess. The fine devs at Unity created this. Okay, it's a getter, it looks like. The game object. So basically, yeah, it's awesome. I love it. Because otherwise, you know, which isn't too bad, you can do this thing called tags. So if I click player, I can tag the player with the player tag, just like right here. Okay, I'm going to eventually get into more talking about this stuff in the future, but tags, right? You can do tags with environment objects, and then there's the layers and stuff too, but that's another day. So just to show you, we could tag stuff and we could actually use it in our code and do the same, sort of the same thing, but just in a different way. So, but they've got this here, which actually I didn't even have to type. It was automatically recommended by the software, right? That's a great thing about Visual Studio. There's a lot of recommendations in the code, and you know, it's all linked. I mean, script and such is all created by Unity, I'm sure, using Visual Studio. Okay, so this here, so any game object that has this script attached to, okay, that becomes this game object, which gets destroyed. So that's kind of what I'm saying here. It makes it, this is way more simplistic. It's kind of like a keep it kiss method kind of thing here. We've only got the method and we have the parameter or argument inside. Okay, so it's going to destroy whatever script is attached to, whichever object this script is attached to. I'm trying to say it so it makes sense. Now this other one here is basically destroy the other game object. So whatever the trigger zone is. So the other game object, well, essentially is going to be the animals. Okay. All right. So I could choose to destroy the other game objects or not. Okay. So we're going to be animal friendly on this channel. And the only thing we're going to destroy is the pizza getting eaten by the animals. Let's go! Okay, let's check it out. Time to play. I'll just go full screen. All right, sound effects. feeding the animals. They're not. It's not spoiled pizza though. They're apples. They're apples, guys. See? Look at it. See them? They're getting destroyed. I'm having too much fun now. Come on, eat your red apples. Come and get your red apples. You know, Bob the farmer, he loves feeding them nature's animals. Let's go. There you guys go. Okay, so I'm going to finish it off with some other fun. We're going to try something out here. Let's see if I can maybe get it to work. We are going to go to our player here. And we're going to remove the player script here. Well, actually, I could change the game objects here. That's crazy. I could go really wild, huh? We're not going to do that, though. I'm going to remove this. Okay, so now Bob doesn't have any script anymore. But we're going to create some new scripts. Okay? I thought I would do this for fun. Okay, let's see. Here we go. All right, so we need a new script. This is kind of a little bit extra for you guys and gals for fun. I still haven't figured out what to call it yet. Bob's Exploring. Okay? Calling it Bob's Exploring. Okay, there you go, Bob. New script for Bob. Player controller. A lot of it's going to be the same. Do we need start? No, we don't. So I'm just going to delete it. Do we need update? Yes, we do. Okay. And I'm going to go like this. Here we go. Start typing. We're making some code for Bob here. Let's see if this works. Okay, so that's that. Those are our variables. And so now we need typical user input stuff. You could actually do this all, declare it sort of in here as well, but it doesn't matter. There's a new input system too, guys. I'm planning on doing a video on setting up and using the new input system. So stay tuned for that. Get axes. The new input system does, well, yeah, it's just, yeah, it's different, and you know, it's the future. The future. I can't type. Okay, make sure you don't have any spelling errors. right. Okay, there's our user input. Again, if a lot of you don't remember, right? The input system, let's just go here. Edit, yeah, edit. Project settings. Okay, there's an input manager. I haven't actually installed it yet, so I can't show you, but this is kind of the old input system, all right? And this is what we're basically accessing is this, based on this string, right? Okay, that's our link. Essentially, that's, you know, guys, what we're typing here. Okay, but stay tuned. I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna do a video on the input system, right? It's gonna be awesome, and I'm gonna add in quite a few inputs. All right, so I guess I could go like this. Give you guys some notes. You can have notes. Notes are okay. Okay, and here we go. This is kind of like the beginning stuff. Transform dot translate, and now we put in our variables. Okay. Okay. If you look, guys, again, this is all part of the mono behavior. Okay, transform, this is a transform getter. Now, what does the translate method take? It says no overloads. Well, I know I don't, but here it says 5 overloads. So there's 5 different ways of entering information within the parentheses. Okay, but this is the common way. So, did I 8 and 68? Yeah, that's good. So we're going to take our player speed. And then I'm going to comma that, and let's see what it brings us, okay? So that's our vector 3 translate, space relative. I don't know. Multiplied by, oh, right, not a comma. Multiplied, that's what I needed to do, okay? Multiplied by our, so we're moving the player forward. It's the vertical input, and guys, don't get confused, but the W can be up as well, okay, and forward. All right, just to kind of clarify. And then again, common stuff, time, right? This all has to do with frames, and without it, I mean, any game object you're using just like zooms. It's like zoom, gone. Okay, vector 3, we're in 3D. Dot forward, if you've been following along, forward is in the Z direction, and that's all we need to type. We don't need to put any values in, so it's nice. Just to have a look, if I click Bob, right, that's Z. Okay, the blue one. Okay, if you're uncertain, right, select your player and just look at that's what the transform is going to be part of any object. Every object in a world has transform, okay? If you're uncertain about which direction is what, just grab it and move it. You can see the values changing. Okay? That's simple. There we go. So that's to move the player forward. And we're going to use W. Actually, you could use the arrow keys that are between enter and your number keypad. Okay, so that's that. Now we need to rotate the player about the y-axis, okay? Y is vertical, right? So imagine, you know, you're spinning on that, right? You're spinning on the y-axis, right? Y. You just have to understand it logically. Transform dot rotate, right? Because we're rotating about an axis, an axis. Rotate. Okay, rotate. Okay. Vector 3 dot up. Okay, up is the Y. So if you look, shorthand, we're using the shorthand, right? It's all built in, guys. It's part of this. Okay, Unity's awesome, setting you up, making life easy for you. Okay, X, Y, Z. If it has a 1 value, well, anything multiplied by 1 gives you the same value, right? That's why it has 1. It's just the code and the system itself needs to know a direction. It needs to have a direction value, right? And 1 is that magic value. Okay, now comma turn speed, right? This takes 2. If we look, rotate takes, it's actually a struct. Okay, but I gotta finish here. Oh, that's why it's arguing with me there. I was wondering that. There we go. Okay, Euler. You guys got us research Euler and stuff, right? Get more, kind of study up on it. Rotates and Eulers and such. Okay? I'm not going to get into that. Okay, so turn speed multiplied by the horizontal input, right? Horizontal, whichever way you're going, left or right. And that's going to be also multiplied by time dot delta time. Okay? And if you look here, it'll tell us rotate vector 3, whichever axes, comma, float angle. Okay, so essentially we have, this is the first value, this is the second value. Again, all of this multiplied together gives you a single value, right? Yeah, we have 3 variables, but you multiply it all together, it's just a single value, a single component, which turns out to be a float, right? So it's an angle. Okay, and there we go. So what's gonna happen? I don't know. Let's find out. Is this gonna work? Let's go! Bob's exploring, guys. Bob's exploring. Watch out for the animals, Bob. Bob needs an animation. Bob needs an animation, boys and girls. The other thing we need to do, though, guys and gals, is we need to actually... whoa, Bob, you're a shovel. Bob's the builder. We're not on a level surface here, guys. That's why. Where are you going, Bob? Bob, wait for us. Where are you going, Bob? Bob, come back. Is Bob faster than the animals? Nope, definitely not. Even a doe's faster than him. That's hilarious. Yeah, the only other thing we need to do is actually attach the camera to Bob, right? So that's the other thing. Bob's exploring. Oh, that was hilarious. I know. You guys loved it. I'm going to leave it at that, guys and gals. If you want to see more, let me know in comments. I hope you enjoyed this series, Bob series. And Daisy, we gotta say bye to Daisy in case we don't see ya. All right, Daisy, we should have brought you up hanging out with us, huh, Daisy? What do you think? Huh? One video of you hanging out with us. I wonder if I go 0, 0, 0. That'll bring Daisy right there. Yeah, Daisy's with us. Daisy's with us. That fast. You can do things a lot quicker when you know what's up. So we got to put Daisy in a nice little safe location. We don't want Daisy getting injured. Okay, Daisy, that look good? A minus 13? Sure. Should be safe there. All right, let's run it with Daisy. Let's go. As a matter of fact, I could give Daisy some. Daisy's walking. She's been walking that whole time, huh? Farmer Bob's hanging out with Daisy. Yeah, you need to create some animations and such, right? Ah! All right, let's go. Yeah, so guys, gals, if you want to see more, just let me know in comments. Otherwise, stay tuned for more videos. We're going to get into some new other content. It's going to be awesome. You're going to want to check it out for sure. 100%. 100%. And yeah, and then we're going to also do a video on inputs and such. So stay tuned for that. All right. Appreciate you guys and gals. Much love wherever you are, whoever you are. Hope you're having an awesome, beautiful day. Subscribers, viewers, you guys know. You guys know. I love it. I love what you do. Keep being you. You guys, every single one of you, you guys are so awesome. Don't let anybody tell you anything different because you truly are. All right, I'll check you guys out in the next video. For now, Johnny with Whiskey Tango saying take care and peace out. Oos.
Maybe I don't understand this.